Holy crap. Kyrie might be leaving. Shout out Sham Sharania. I don't know if I hit my microphone with my cup of coffee. I want to hear your thoughts down below. Let's get right into it. So with the draft and free agency right around the corner, potential free agents are Zach LaVine, Bradley Beal, James Harden, DeAndre Ayton, Miles Bridges, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Simons, and many more, with Zach LaVine seeming like he's being re-signed, DeAndre Ayton being signed in trade, James Harden returning on a 3-year deal. Bradley Beal seems like he'll be returning, but Kyrie Irving, it's interesting because the most anticipated free agent situation is Kyrie Irving, who has till June 29th as a deadline for his $36.9 million player option for the 2022 to 2023 season. However, multiple sources told The Athletic that the conversations between Irving's future have gone stagnant between him and the Nets, at an impasse currently exists among the parties, as this kind of clears the way for the 7-time All-Star to consider the open marketplace. Irving joined the Nets, as you guys know, in the summer of 2019 with Kevin Durant, although Durant missed the first season recovering from that torn Achilles tendon that he suffered in the NBA Finals. Irving made the All-Star team in 2020 to 2021, helped lead the franchise to the Eastern Conference semifinals alongside Durant and James Harden prior to an ankle injury in the series against the Bucks. After the past season, which he played 29 games and missed most of the season due to his own personal decision not to get the vaccine, Irving made it clear that he intended to return to the Nets this summer and continue building around Durant and newcomer Ben Simmons. He averaged 27.2 points, 6.1 assists, 4 rebounds a game, made 40.4% from 3. And he's appeared in 103 of 216 games. And on April 25th, he said, "I don't really plan on going anywhere else." However, nearly 2 months later, it appears both sides have seriously need to do some work to find a resolution that brings Irving back to Brooklyn and his co-star in Durant, who's under contract till the 2025 to 2026 season. Several teams around the league have kept tabs on the situation to see what's going on. The Knicks, the Lakers, Clippers are all expected to be very much interested as suitors for Kyrie Irving. For the Lakers, they likely have a weird path to get Irving, would have to opt to facilitate a trade because the Lakers realistically don't have enough cap space to sign him. And a signing trade would trigger the hard cap, thus making acquiring Irving significantly more difficult. If Irving would opt in, the Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka would have to satisfy the collective bargaining agreement of salary matching rules, meaning if Irving's $36.6 million was the incoming salary, the Lakers could send anywhere between 29.3 and 45.8 to the Nets and or a third team in a legal transaction. For the Knicks, the likely path to acquire Irving depends on what the Knicks prioritize. New York is with the salary cap line for 2022 to 2023, so if they did clear enough space to sign Irving to a max contract, they'd have to do so by unloading Evan Fournier, Burks, Nerlens Noel, and Kemba Walker. But the Knicks could also offer some of those players to the Nets or a third team in a possible sign and trade. Now the Clippers, look, it's likely to get Irving. It requires him to opt in because the Clippers are both significantly over the luxury tax and the hard cap for this coming season. And to satisfy the matching salary, the Clippers would need to send $29.3 million, 45.8 between 29.3 and 45.8 million dollars to the Nets or a third team if they want him. And the Clippers scenario is less complicated though than the Lakers, and the Clippers have a series of players making $11 to $17 million. For example, 2 or 3 of these players, such as Norman Powell, Marcus Morris, Luke Kennard, and Reggie Jackson, going out would satisfy the CBA's rule. Plus, if they threw in Terrence Mann or Brandon Boston, it would probably sweeten the deal. So a potential Irving departure would be incredibly devastating for the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, and Brooklyn owes $111 million to 6 players in 2022 to 2023, not including Irving. So even filling out the roster with minimum salaries would put the Nets over the next season salary cap, which is $122 million. And if Irving bolts, the strongest path to adding talent would be using the full $10.3 million exception, which you won't get someone as good as Irving. So, man, oh man, what do you guys think? Okay, I think this was insane. I honestly was not expecting this. And Kyrie Irving, is he leaving? I don't know, man. It's a weird freaking situation. That is it all over the vaccine is the real question. is what I want to know. Did he do this all over the vaccine? Like, is he that salty about how he was treated over the vaccine? Which I thought he wasn't, but maybe he is, you know? Maybe I just didn't know that he was that pissed off. But hey, I want to hear your thoughts down below, guys. NBA show should be posting in a bit, but that's it from me right now. I hope you guys do have a great day, because I know I will. Till next time, guys, but peace. Ooh.